back to my channel. My name is Holly. This is She Reads. Today we're going to be going through my September TBR, and it's a little bit of an ambitious one. Last month I only read like 2.5 books, so I am hoping to kind of up it a little bit this month. But at the same time, like I said in my wrap-up video, if you watch that, I really don't want to put a lot of pressure on myself to make myself read just for the sake of having content for these videos, because I don't want to start not loving reading anymore, if that makes sense. So I mean, I started booktube like just for fun, and that's what this is. So you know, I want to keep it fun. I don't want to like make myself feel like I absolutely have to read this much or, you know, get this many books read in a month in order to have content for my channel. So without further ado, let's get right on into my TBR. And the first book we're going to talk about is Rachel Hoare's A Place of Secrets. So this one is one that I started in August. I did not finish. I am about 2/3 of the way through, and so far I am really liking it, but it is very, very slow going. So basically it follows a book appraiser. If you watched my wrap up from August, then I definitely talked quite a bit about this book, so I don't want to go into too much detail. Basically, she is going to this place where she's appraising all these books, and she's finding some sort of mystery that involves herself, her grandmother, and an author of these like really old books from the 1700s, and her niece. And somehow all of these characters are going to come together in some sort of like crazy mystery. And I'm thinking, like, so far as I'm into it, I'm almost thinking it's going to take some sort of like past life turn to it, but there's some sort of mystery that draws all these characters together, and I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be yet. There's like a few different ways that this could go, but it is a little bit slow going. It's a little bit dry, so it is a little bit tougher to get through, but I am liking it. Like, it's not one of those books where I want to DNF because I'm just not into the story. Like, I think it's going to be a really good story once it's all wrapped up. I just wish that she would have made it not quite so dry, not quite so slow going. There's a lot of details that could probably be omitted. But so far, I'm going to give it probably about a 3 out of 5, but like I said, I haven't finished it yet. So that's the first one that I need to finish. The next book that is going to be on my list is Caravel by Stephanie Garber, and this is the book that my friend Georgia and I picked for our next Bestie Book Talk video, and she has already finished reading this. Like, she's been done reading it for like 2 weeks, and I still have to finish another book before I even start this one, so I need to get my butt into gear for sure. But this one is a very popular book on BookTube, and like, it's done really well. My girlfriend said that she absolutely loved it. Like, she really enjoyed it and she flew through it. So I'm hoping that I will do the same. But basically it revolves around a character named Scarlett, and she is facing an arranged marriage, but she ends up running off to this Caravel. It's like a once a year performance. I don't know if it's like a carnival, something like that. But she gets involved in this, and someone goes missing. I think it's her sister that goes missing. And basically the first person that finds her is the winner, like something like that. Like, I don't know. I'm not too 100% sure what goes on in this story, obviously, because I haven't read it yet. And I've only glossed over the synopsis a couple of times. But from what I've heard, this book has great reviews, so I'm really looking forward to getting through this one as quickly as possible, because my friend and I are going to be hopefully filming our Bestie Book Talk video this coming weekend, so I need to get my butt on it. The next book that I want to read that I'm actually not 100% sure if I'm going to read is Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, and this one was on my last month's TBR as well, but I didn't get to it. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to read it this month, because I don't know where you guys are from, but here in Canada, like where I am, it is in fall mode already. Like, any sense of summer has gone, and it is like, it feels like fall. It's getting cold, like the leaves are starting to change. It feels fall, even though like it's only just like brand new September. But I've heard that this is a really great summer story, and maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong and like this doesn't even take place in summer. I don't know, but I've heard that this is a really great summer story, so I'm thinking I might end up leaving it until next summer, but I don't know. We'll see how I feel. If I don't read To Kill a Mockingbird, then I'm going to try a different classic, and that's going to be The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. And this one I did read back in high school. I think I read it when I was about 16 or 17, and I really enjoyed it. It follows Holden Caulfield, an angsty teenager, and from what I can remember, like, I honestly don't really remember a whole lot about the plot. I think it's just like angsty teenager going about his angsty teenager life, like, and I think maybe there's some mental health issues as well, because I remember thinking like, this guy's really weird. But I mean, that was when I was 16. I don't really remember a whole lot about the book, but it is a classic, and I know that I did like it when I read it at 16, so I'm sure that I will like it when I read it in my 30s. The next book that I'm thinking I'm going to be getting into this month is The Binding by Nicholas Wolfe. This one follows a murder on a college campus, and there's like quite a bit of terror surrounding this. And this young girl ends up, she was attacked, but she survives, but she feels like she's not alive, if that makes sense. She feels like she got killed in this slaying, and she's not supposed to be here. And it kind of follows her and these people trying to help her. And I think like I think it might be like a case of like demonic possession, that sort of thing. So I think this book is going to be pretty scary, which I'm kind of in the mood for. Like, it's, like I said, it's fall here and I'm already starting to be in like Halloween mode. So I'm definitely interested in reading scary books around this time. And the last book that I think I might pick up this month is Emma in the Night by Wendy Walker. And this is going to be our next bestie book talk book that we're going to read. And this one follows the story of Cass and Emma, two 15-year-old girls that disappear, and one of them shows up years and years later. I believe that they're sisters. And one is still missing, one shows up, and I guess it's like quite a mystery that unravels revolving around their family. So I don't know if their family is like implicated in this disappearance or what happens, but one girl shows up after being held captive for years, and the other one, Emma, is still missing. So you guys, that is all that I'm going to be putting on my TBR for September. Let me know in the comments down below what books you plan on reading next month, and let me know if they're any of the same ones that I'm going to be reading. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will see you in my next video, and thank you for watching. Bye!